Yes, we're back again. I told you we done took the vanilla extract out of the recipe. It's straight raw. It's gonna be straight raw every time. Now we're gonna discuss. I've been seeing this, fellas. Cut the pussy policing out. You can't. You don't have custody over the pussy. It's not yours. So what I learned and what I found out is that a lot of you guys getting your feelings when you find out your chick has been with another man. Now, I'm gonna tell you why you're in your feelings, because you feel that she has stepped out. That pride. See, what we tend to do is we use relationships as a way of to validate. So we go with the chick, okay, I got a baddie, I got this type of chick, etc., etc. So that gives you a sense of confidence that you can keep or get a certain chick. But when she defaults because you have shown that she gives you value versus you giving her value, she's and other things that we'll get into in another video takes place, and then it comes out of what happened to such and such. Ah man, we just stopped talking. Ah man, we just see. Now you don't have to disclose the truth, but usually we know the truth. Normally when you have a woman for a certain period of time and it has not escalated, she is going to seek other options, and it's simply based on a few things. One, influence from outside parties who are quote unquote living this certain lifestyle and have certain freedoms that she may have not experienced. Two, survival. Her age, she's getting up in age. She's looking to go ahead and find the best suitable mate to give her the lifestyle. And really, a lot of women don't even look for the lifestyle. They look for the one they're going to get the most security with when it comes to a child, genetics, all of that. Three, she just wants to try something new. She's Men and women go through the pussy and dick plateau. See, I told you, your dick can be 9 feet tall and weigh 100 pounds, and that won't be enough for her. She's an insatiable creature. So what you try to do is you try to, well, you acting like this, you must be cheating, or you doing this, you must. You won't be able to stop it, and she's not going to. If she confirms and just outright gets caught that she's cheating, all respect has been lost for you. Because a lot of women, feminine women, a lot of them, most of them are going to do the same things, but the way they do it speaks in the same way you do it. So I get why a lot of men may lie about desiring multiple women. I get it, but I do not advocate for lying. Just go ahead and just put that out there. That way you don't have to be witty and be so creative to come up with these lies that she's ultimately going to find out are lies anyway. So it's a lot of back end games that men and women play with one another versus just being straight up and saying, hey, this is what it is. So, I give a half a point for keeping it at a certain level versus just throwing it in your face. But the thing is, you play to lose. See, you get into the situation. We go into these situations with women knowing they're going to default, which basically contradicts the reason for even getting on a certain level with her anyway. If you know she's going to default or go left, if you know the nature, why even play the game? Well, I'll tell you why. Because again, men have we have an optimistic outlooks. If we're in a certain space, business, fitness, and we're seeing results from the work we're putting in, I mean, it's only right that the woman that we deal with, we're going to have an optimistic outlook for her as well. Only until she shows signs that she's going to default or she's not what she sold herself to be, basically lying on her resume. So you play to lose because, again, you put this hope and you say, okay, well, all of this is going right in my life. This has to go right as well. But I said this in the video prior to this one. A wise man once told me, you can have everything you want in life. You just can't have it at the same time. You cannot have everything that you want in life at the same time. It's increments and it's levels. See, you have a lot of things in disarray in the black community and in society because we are greedy. We have a decadent appetites where we want all of the spoils. We want to eat a certain way. We want to buy certain things. We want to ride certain cars. And we want to do this simultaneously to put off the presentation that we're living this quote unquote ballerific lifestyle. I mean, he's in surf and turf. Oh, he's driving the Benz. Oh, he's driving the Bentley. Oh, he stays in a $500,000 condo. He has that just looks good on paper. Now, you may see some people on the internet and it may look like that's the case, but do not be fooled by the internet. It is a facade. So again, you play the game to lose, but she plays the game to win. She doesn't really care about your feelings, and she doesn't really care that you found out after she has already separated from you. She just hopes and prays that you don't go super beta and put all of her business out on the internet. Dude, don't go that route either. There is no victory by you putting all of her business on the glass, putting your speculations on the glass. Even if you went to the lengths of even going through her phone and DMs via social media and having the evidence. If you walk away from a woman, or if you and a woman separate and you don't have any ties via children, business dealings, properties, etc., you won. You won. So you need to understand the W's and the L's that come with dating and relationships. What you don't see as a win is actually a win. If you separate from a woman and there's no children involved, that is a W for the both of you. Well, depending on her age and where she's at. But for the most part, man, it is a W for you. Because you can just, okay, you'll look, well, I spent all this time and money. I did. Okay, money comes and goes. You'll get the money back. I promise you. If you're doing the work and you're on your upward trajectory, you're putting in the time and the effort, you'll get that money back tenfold. So don't worry about the money you spent, the lavish trips. They will simply be memories that you would have in your inventory along with the other women you have memories with. But do not get to pussy policing. And a lot of you guys tend to do this after you separate. After the breakup, you want to find out who the new guy is. It's none of your business. That's her business and their business. You look forward. See, what we tend to do is look back because we have broken pieces of ourselves in these past relationships, and we want to go back and see why the relationship didn't work. Fuck it. It's a wrap. It's a dub. It's just like going to the movie theater. You pay for the movie, 2 hours, you sit, and I'm going to talk about the Note movie in a minute, maybe on another video. So the movie was good and say, okay, I like that, and it goes off and you're trying to go back to see what you missed, or you're trying to go back and see, you already watched the movie. It's no sense in going back and watching it again. Now, you have some movies that are great and you say, I want to see that again. But for the most part, you may see one or two pieces, and I'm going to tie this into how a lot of relationships operate. See, a lot of relationships operate. There is a period in which you separate to where I guess you want to figure things out. You test the waters. This is a risque tactic or a risque dynamic if you decide to go back, because it can be a week. If you separate from your chick, she's gotten some new dick. It can be for 6 minutes. She can say, okay, as soon as that message goes through or the phone hangs up and she's free, she's going to go and experiment with what she's been looking to get a taste for. So don't let it be a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. She's definitely explored. And if you rekindle, you'll try to go back, but it's never going to be the same. She's now tainted because another man has penetrated her. And a man does not get in a woman's bed before she gets into her head. Hence my last 2 videos. You can go and hear some game about them being double-minded, them being preoccupied. Those are some examples that another man is in her head. But you need to play to win. when we listen to these cliche phrases like that all is fair in love is war, these are true statements. You don't owe her nothing. You don't owe anyone that you have not taken an oath or given vows before the Most High. Now, you do want to walk with integrity and stand on your word, but that is only contingent upon her cooperation and compliance with what you discussed. The moment you see signs that she has stepped outside of those boundaries, again, I said this in my last few videos, there's nothing to discuss, because when you go to her trying to address issues, you're giving her more opportunity to lie and lose respect for you. Once you've made up in your mind and you know for a fact that something is off or something is not right, you have to make the decision. You have decisions to make. And these are going to be somewhat hard decisions because you don't want to be so rash. You don't want to be so hasty, but decisions must be made nonetheless. Despite your feelings, you have to make a choice. You can stay, you can try to reconcile, and that respect meter drops more and more and more. Or you can sever the ties, go on about your life, and get you a new chick. Because a lot of you men suffer from one-itis. You think this is the best that you can do. It's only the best that you can do because you've given yourself the best that you want to give yourself. You don't want to go reinvent, change up your look, your style. You don't want to get into new business ventures. You don't want to learn new sets of skills. You just want to stay in the same lane that you've been in, which, ask yourself, what kind of results has that yielded? The same. Stop playing to lose by going into these situations in positions of weakness, trying to acquiesce because you think that's what she wants. I tell you guys, whatever they say they like is what they hate. And whatever they say they hate is what they like. They say they don't want a man with multiple women. That is a lie. They say they want a nice guy. They want a man to do this. That is a lie. A lot of women want to be treated like shit because that is an example that the man values himself more than her. The moment you start putting her on a pedestal, acting like a fan, is the moment she looks down on you and starts treating you like a fan. She plays the game to win because in everything in life, for the most part, there are winners and there are losers. You pick which one you want to be. But trying to acquiesce and, again, even Steven and, okay, babe, we're going to do this and it doesn't work. You are playing yourself short, and the Most High is going to punish you for being out of pocket because he didn't tell you to be 50-50 with your woman. He said you have dominion and you're the dominant one in the situation. The woman is the helpmate. She's the supplement. But you try to make it even and you lose. You get spanked. Because that is not what she says this because that is what her friends are. All of the information that her friends share is regurgitated. They're not sharing anything new. They're sharing old hoe wisdom that doesn't work. And they're sharing misconstrued ideologies that they come across on TikTok and Instagram. But again, we have a no pussy policing policy in this space. If you want to get this top-notch game without the vanilla, you are in the right place. But we're going to play the game to win. Damn all of the I want to be fair and fuck all that. That doesn't work. It comes to a point in your life where you want to do what works. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.